Yeah, I never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't either if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way. Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a so proud of them that we overcome. Do you know? None. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
Try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Newton. He's got time. He's trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On third down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And they'll run it here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Hard throw, incomplete. Ed McCaffrey, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come up in an offset eye. Out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Bell. And some room to roam now. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. And the play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Play clock winding down. And now Newton not liking the play call. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Off play action. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Stewart is the lone setback. Here's Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Here's Newton throwing middle, and it's complete. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Shreds it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart, and he'll get it. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger going up top. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And it's up and good. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
To throw is Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now Newton on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And tough starting field position here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Second down following the run.
Check 26, check 26. Let's go now. Move 30.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Here's Ginn. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. They got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And they'll give it to him here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a first down carry by Bell. Stiff-armed him. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They go back to the air here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Newton now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. They tried a corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A good pickup there, 20 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he'll get this down to about the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Set. 180.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Newton to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Newton backing up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Down at 4. Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Newton Deep drop. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Second down following the run. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On third down, Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one. Tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. And the Panthers coming out now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. First throw in overtime for Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Carolina, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week.
Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on.